Girly Hossencofft was a sweet, soft-spoken Malaysian woman who moved to the United States in the early 1990s after marrying a charming doctor named Hossencofft. At first, life seemed like a dream, but as time passed, Girly realized something was terribly wrong. Wasn't really a doctor at all. He was a con artist, claiming to be a geneticist and a cancer researcher. Worse, he was abusive and manipulative. Fearing for her life, Girly separated from him and began quietly preparing for a divorce. She shared her fears with co-workers, telling them she was afraid would kill her. She was absolutely right. On the morning of September 9th, 1999, Girly failed to show up for work at the bank where she was employed. Concerned colleagues immediately reported her missing. Investigators found traces of blood in her apartment and signs of a violent struggle. The blood evidence included Girly's, but shockingly there were also blood traces from two other people, pointing to a conspiracy. Attention quickly turned to By the time authorities searched for him, he had fled to South Carolina. But the case took an even more bizarre twist. Investigators uncovered that had a girlfriend, Linda Henning, who was obsessed with conspiracy theories, UFOs, and reptilian shapeshifters. Linda believed was an alien hybrid and was willing to do anything for him, even kill. Police determined that and Linda had orchestrated Girly's murder together. Theories suggested that Girly was abducted from her home, likely tortured, and then killed. Her body has never been found. Still, the forensic evidence, blood patterns, fibers, and testimony was enough to charge both and Linda. In 2002, Linda Henning was tried and convicted of first-degree murder. Already facing unrelated charges of fraud and battery, later agreed to a plea deal for conspiracy to commit murder in exchange for a reduced sentence, admitting his role in planning Girly's death. Linda Henning became one of the rare women in U.S. history to be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for a murder she did not physically commit, but orchestrated with fanatical loyalty. Hossencofft, serving time for conspiracy to commit murder and unrelated fraud charges. Linda Henning, serving life without parole for the murder of Girly Hossencofft. Girly's case horrified the nation, not just because of the murder itself, but because of the layers of delusion, manipulation, and sheer fanaticism behind it. Her story is a chilling reminder that evil often wears an innocent face, and that predators can hide behind outlandish lies. When reality wasn't enough, their fantasy turned deadly.